Hey, what's going on, Pisces? Butch here. I am going to do your 1 week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your sun, moon, rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. And I'm going to use the Sun Seeker Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Here's what we have for Pisces. What message do we have for Pisces? All right, Pisces. So the first thing that I'm getting is there is someone around you already. I feel like this is someone that you already know. Now with this person, I feel like I get the impression that there's already with this person you have some sort of association. I like a friend. But I feel like there's definitely something more that you want from this. But it's almost like, it almost feels like this person's shutting you out. And they are. They're keeping you at a distance. They're not telling you how they feel. They're playing it very close to the chest. There's definitely some feelings going on between the two of you, and I feel like your intuition is telling you this. Now, when it comes to this person, I do feel like it is very hard to read this person. I'm having a hard time reading the cards. But I feel like with this person, I'm getting the impression that this person feels the same way. I just feel like, I feel like their intuition is telling them the same thing. But Pisces, we have to remember that Pisces are very intuitive. They're very good at listening to their intuition. They're very good at that. But you got to remember that not all people are that way. Some people have a hard time trusting their intuition. Some people have a hard time trusting their feelings. And I feel like this person is one of those people. They feel it as well. I mean, we have the High Priestess. There's definitely something going on between the two of you that is much more than you've already discovered. There's so much more to this that we haven't seen yet because, like I said, I feel like this person is being resistant. And it's not because they don't want to be with you. I want to make that very clear. From what I see, they do want to be with you. They think about you all the time. You and only you. And the fact that they already know you, the reason why I feel like they're holding back is because they're afraid of hurting you. I feel like this person, they don't want to half-ass give themselves to you. They don't want to hurt you. They don't want to come in and just kind of be half in, half out. They want to know what they feel for you is real before they move forward. And like I said, I mean, they're very genuine because they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to give you any misinformation. They don't want to lead you on. Cards are sticking to me. They don't want to. They're not trying to fool you. They're not trying to play these games and have, tell you something that isn't for sure. I mean, they're making a very logical decision. This person could have some earth in their charts because I feel like they do. So they're making things make sense. They want it to make sense. But, like I said, they are hiding how they truly feel from you until they know exactly how they feel. And like I said, I mean, their intuition is telling them the same thing as telling you. But with them, I feel like they're not really listening. They feel like you may be too good to be true. And on top of that, not so much you are too good to be true, but more like this connection is too good to be true. I feel like this person hasn't had a whole lot of luck in love. And with you, like I said, I feel like there's already this connection that they already have. And it's almost like they don't want to go any further to the shore because they don't want to screw up what they already have with you. Cards keep sticking to me. It's so hot out. But one thing that is clear is they're not walking away from this with that Eight of Cups in reverse. There's definitely a bond that you share with this person that is, I feel like this person is going to be very important to you for the rest of your life. It is a lifelong bond that I feel like you have with this person. And the sooner they come to terms with that, the sooner they realize what's really happening here. And the sooner they trust their intuition, the sooner we can move forward. And what I do see is I feel like that is happening sooner rather than later, because I see a lot of big changes. I feel like this person is going to let go of what's holding them back. The thing is, when you meet someone and you have a really strong connection with them, sometimes the hardest thing is saying it out loud for some people. But I feel like with this person, that's going to change. We have that devil card, letting go of what's holding them back. And with that, when they let that go, there's a lot of big changes coming. One of those big changes, I feel like this person is finally going to confide in how they feel about you. They're finally going to take that leap of faith. They're finally going to start trusting their intuition. Like I said, I mean, we have the Lovers card, so there's a very deep connection here, and as long as they're not talking about it, as long as they're not making it real, we can't progress. We can't move on with a thought until we make it real. And how they feel about you isn't going away. This person wants to make you happy. And like I said from the very beginning, this person doesn't want to give you any false hope. They're not going to play games with you. That's the last thing this person wants to do. So in that itself is a very genuine energy. This person authentically cares about how you feel. A lot of people will rush in even if they don't know. But the last thing a Pisces wants is someone half-assing it. I see a lot of forward movement. I do see this person finally showing up for you. Finally showing up, finally putting in the work. I see a lot of happiness. One of the biggest things I see as well is, I feel like you're both on the same page. You both want the same thing from this. But it's a matter of, they're just caught up in that gray area. Like I said, when you feel something for someone, your intuition is telling you something, Pisces genuinely listen. With this person, it's almost like they feel like it's too good to be true. And it's almost like a lot of people have a hard time believing that the person that they're already associated with, whether it be friends or if they just know you, they have a hard time believing in that connection because it doesn't seem like it. How do I say this? It doesn't seem like it could all work out. Some people are always waiting for that other shoe to drop. They're waiting for a situation that seems too good to be true to really expose itself as it was too good to be true. It wasn't really real because it wasn't. Sometimes we meet someone and we're friends with them. And we have really good friendship with them. And then we start having real romantic feelings toward them. And sometimes it's hard to differentiate between our romantic feelings and our, the fact that we're really good friends, that we trust each other, that we can talk to each other, that we feel comfortable with each other. Sometimes people think they're looking too deeply into it. Some people don't think they're looking deeply enough into it. So, I mean, it's all depending on the person. But like I said, I do feel like this person is taking that leap of faith. And I feel like this person is going to nurture this connection. They want it as bad as you do, maybe even more. But they're not going to, what's been holding them back is the fact that they don't want to hurt you. They don't want to make you promises they know they can't keep. So when this person makes you a promise, know that they have every intention of keeping it. There's a very loyal energy with this person. And a lot of things too is I honestly believe being friends first is a great policy. You get to know them, the ins and the outs. And generally when you're friends with somebody, you get to see the real side of them quicker than you do in a relationship. We all been in a relationship where, we met someone, we've been in a relationship for 6 months and all of a sudden we start seeing who they really are. But when you're friends first, you get to see that because there's no expectations. But like I said, I do see this person taking that leap of faith, going all in. I feel like you're both on the same page, and I feel like this person's going to make you a real offer. It took them a minute to get on board, but they're getting there. And like I said, they will show up for you. They'll put in the work for you. They want to make you happy. They know you can make them happy. And that's one of the things I feel like they stress about as well, is the fact that, can they be enough for you? When people start wondering the repercussions for you, they really care about you. They're worried that they're going to hurt you. They're worried about half-assing it. They're, all these things. This person is worried for you. And that just shows a genuine appreciation for you. This person appreciates you, and they don't want to lose you. Now with this person, we have Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. A little bit of Aries in there as well. But like I said, I feel like they're trying to make the logical decision. And the problem with making the logical decision is love isn't logical. It doesn't make sense. And the more you try to make it make sense, the more it's just going to mess with your head. We love who we love. We want who we want. And it doesn't always make sense. But that's the beauty of it. It doesn't have to make sense. Like I said with this person, I feel like they don't want to push forward and they don't want to promise you anything knowing that they can't keep it. And that's one thing that's very important about this person that I really respect that about a person. Some people feel one thing and then they're all in. They start making promises they know they can't keep, or they don't know if they can keep. This person's going to make you promises that they can keep. Plain and simple. They're not going to play games with you. Like I said, it is going to feel like they're holding back from you because they are. But that isn't going to last long. Like I said, they know what they want. They only think about you. And even before they make the first move, they're already thinking about what it's going to do. And you could have an overthinker as well. I have a tendency of doing that in my life. I think 10 steps ahead. How is each thing I'm going to do gonna, what's the ripple effect going to be from that? And I overthink way too much. But like I said, there's definitely something going on between the two of you. You felt it, they felt it. Your reaction to it is just different than theirs. It doesn't mean that it wasn't meant to be. It just means it's gonna, it was meant to take time. You know, that's another thing too. When you're friends with someone, it's hard to make that leap when you're not sure. So you got to be sure, because what happens is, you know, you have two people and they're friends, and then all of a sudden start romantic feelings start to come in play on one side or both or the other. What happens then is it gets into a really weird area, because you don't want to push forward if you don't know. Because if you push forward and you find out they don't feel the same way, you get rejected. That's the first burn. The second burn is the friendship's never going to be the same again. So sometimes you really need to think it through, and that's what they're doing. They're thinking it through. But they do want to be with you. I feel like they just want, you know, they just want to dot all the T's, cross all the T's, and dot all the I's. That's what I have for you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.